over this police business. I know a lot of CDs were cashed in for starting the police with Perryville. They were gonna give Perryville free police protection and this and that, and we fought till we have a cop. I see the cop on during the day. I agree maybe he should be on a night here, there, or a weekend, but I don't feel we should get rid of our town cop.
I know, it was front.
You,
Go ahead.
I told you a lot of what we went through when we went to Perryville meeting and with the other council. Over this police department, how they told us to shut our mouth, we didn't know what we were talking about, da-da-da-da-da. A lot went down with the police, okay, I know we can't afford many hours for them, but you want a town cop. How many times you call state police, you tell them Westport, yeah, when we get there.
Oh, I know.
Or when they do come, they give you a hard time.
Okay, the problem is,
I
it's
know
costing us so much to have the police. It's
All right.
not feasible for the hours that we can afford to give him to have the coverage for the compensation and everything else, the insurance. That's what we're looking at. And that's why we're looking at doing something else. Okay?
Well, I don't agree on you want a town
We
cop.
don't really
Yeah.
want to either, but we
There-
have to
there
do
was-
what's
But
best
you
for the
gotta,
town.
see what the town people want.
Yeah, well, there was a situation too in dealing with the chief, because a few was trying to get in touch with him, and also too, the mayor was trying to get in touch with him, and,
Then hire another cop.
well,
How many times are we gonna hire a new cop?
that's,
We're doing what we have to do, okay?
Yeah.
We understand, we would like to keep a police officer also.
You
But
know
it's
to
not-
yourself how
I
we
know,
fought.
and we fought for a cop, and I am very upset about this, but we gotta do what's best for the town.
But then I don't agree to buy borough equipment. If we can't afford a cop to protect our borough, then,
We
They
have to
all
have
to
the
those
levy,
trucks?
we have to have the levy. If you don't have the levy, you lose your
alright,
mortgage.
how many years did Glenn Getz and everybody else do it?
We don't have the manpower that, they had 3 people at that time.
Not all the time. Glenn did it a lot by himself. A lot.
I can't.
We're going back.
You're not
Glenn
gonna
was
get-
on
you're not-
for
yeah,
years
you're not
and
gonna
years.
get somebody to work like Glenn.
Glenn did, and
Yeah,
Glenn
that's
was
it,
on
you're not
for
gonna get
years.
Nobody to work like that.
same with Howard too, when he was on.
Yeah.
Now Arlie's retiring and he plans on putting some hours in. He doesn't get what the regular borough hours.
He can't stand, you know how hard that is on your ankles and stuff, weed whacking? Okay?
I understand that, but if I don't agree to get rid of our police department to keep buying borough equipment. Wait till the dump truck's paid off, then go for a grant
That
and
has nothing to do with getting the equipment, okay? You have no idea, that has nothing to do with getting the equipment, getting rid of the
I
police.
still
Getting
don't-
rid of the police, because we have other things we have to take care of, like maintaining our buildings, which we can't do. Because we don't have the money, because we're putting $19,000 into our police department, and we're getting,
And Sue, you
$5,000
knew before when
worth
they
of work.
said about state police protection, we're gonna end up paying them. What's that gonna cost?
no, we're not, our municipality is too small. Okay, we gotta do what we gotta do to keep this,
Well, I think you ought to think hard before you get rid of the
we're
police.
looking into other avenues, okay? Okay, we need to move on, please. Anything else?
Yes. I normally don't speak in front of council because I'm with the press, but tonight I'm representing the Beltsville Lions Club. And last meeting, you had a woman come in here and make complaints about, Terry Whiteman. And we started a fund drive for him with our club because he is homeless and he does need help. And we've gotten probably at least $1,000. And here are some of the letters, checks, notes, who all think the guy's a good guy.
Is this the person at the canal, is that what this is
Right,
about?
the guy in the red truck.
They said too, they were gonna just come to Weisbrook, that's what I was thinking, they might be here again tonight. But they gave their talk last month, well, excuse me, at the previous meeting,
Yes, right,
and, yeah, you were here for that.
right.
So, they said, that's what I had understood, they were gonna go to the different municipalities that are on that.
Well,
They've already.
People were bashing the Naces.
the Naces
People were bashing.
have made a mistake. That's one voice against all the other people who say the guy's a good guy. There's notes in
Carbon
here.
County Action Committee actually
I mean,
contacted the borough about him.
It's just, I just wanna set the record straight for Terry, that he's not doing what she said he did, that he's a good person, he's down on his luck, and he needs the support of the community, not one person going out and saying he's doing all these terrible things, just because she's jealous. My opinion is, and not speaking for myself, that she's simply jealous because she doesn't have a key, and she can run up and down the canal when she wants to go fishing.
Does she
And
even live in this area?
She lives in Lehighton.
Over town?
Yes. And so she's complaining because she can't run the towpath. Why she would want to, I don't know, but for whatever it is, he empties the trash, he does security, he picks up dirty diapers, he picks up everybody's trash, and she simply lied. Why? Because her daughter got kicked out of the canal. For what reason? I don't know. But that was the police who kicked her out, not the canal commission. And he has permission to be there. He has a key from the canal commission, and he's a caretaker there. He's an unpaid caretaker. And I spoke with my husband about this, and he's one of the guys that mows the grass on a Tuesday night. And he said that many times he's fixed equipment and paid for it out of his own money, and he stores his things in a shed. So what? What's the big deal about putting some things in a shed while he's there working for free? So I just wanted to set the record straight that, one person's voice shouldn't have that much. When the majority of the people say he's a good guy.
Yeah, do you think it's like a personal thing? I mean, that's.
I don't know if she knows him or not, or has a personal issue with him or not. I haven't spoken with her, and I haven't spoken with
He's
him.
not urinating, that was our concern, is urinating or something
That's
like
her
that.
opinion. Everybody here,
Well, I don't know, I've
says
I've
they've
seen
not
the
seen
guy
it.
sitting there, but I don't know nothing about it.
they've not
There's a
seen it.
bathroom, my dear, why would
He was parked right aside of the bathroom. I don't even
I was
know
gonna
why
say,
he
why would
would.
he, yeah, why
I
would he
just
even go
don't,
there?
this is my voice saying that she had a right to say what she had, I have a right to say she's wrong.
Yeah, I
Okay.
figured when I saw that in the Times News this past week, with that letter to the editor,
Yeah.
and that thing in her car. Did everybody see that?
Yeah.
I saw something in the paper.
Okay.
Oh, it was-
Yeah, it was Times News.
So-
Something,
I-
There's a lot more people saying good things about him than one person saying bad.
Yeah, once I saw that, I figured, well, something
And, I mean, he just needs a break. We've
more
gotten,
than what meets the eye.
about $1,000 donated for him. There's been a travel trailer donated for him. We're looking for a location to place it where he feels comfortable, and he's allowed to be there. So we're looking for that right now. And we've also asked for a truck cap so we could put one on the back of his truck so he could keep his belongings dry. So far, that hasn't worked out because apparently he has an odd-sized truck. And every truck cap that's been donated was a few inches too short.
Mhm.
It's supposed to be a 6-foot bed, but it's probably an odd size, so it doesn't fit. So we're still looking for the truck cap, and we do have the camper, and he's very close to getting into something where he's gonna stay warm for the winter. Peaceful Nights donated sleeping bag for him. We've given him money that he bought himself a coat, so at least he's a little warmer than he was last week. So maybe her talking brought it to a head, but I don't think she's done it in a very positive way. Or, it was just nasty, downright nasty.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. And
Okay.
if you would, if you could you keep us abreast of, what, like you
Well,
said
I
with
do
that
have
trailer
a
that-
request, and I'm speaking now as a member of the Dallas Alliance. In fact, I'm
Yeah.
the president of the club. They were looking at a site that's actually owned by Weisport, where the old dump was, to put this trailer. But you guys need to decide whether that's possible or not.
The trailer for what?
Camper. We've got a camper donated for him. It's just a tow-along camper, like you would take camping. But for him, it'll be a mansion. And they were looking at that site. If you would consider that, we'd really appreciate finding a place for him.
Oh, that
No,
should
it
be-
won't have any running water.
Yeah, how big is that? What's
I
this-
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, okay.
I know the guys went up to see it on Saturday, they checked it out, they thought it was pretty nice. But,
But that's a tow behind.
it's a tower, yeah,
Okay.
and it would be towed in place and, you know. So, I'm asking you, I'm begging you to consider that.
Okay. That, was there any lighting there?
I
That
don't
would
know.
help illuminate that? Cause right up on the top, that's where that, I mean, the building they use for storing equipment, right on that curve, right?
I don't know the
There used to be a
location.
building,
A lot all the way down the bottom, I don't think it's ours.
yeah, I don't know, it was pretty steep, what I remember years ago.
I don't know if it comes down that hill there, I don't know how they get it down.
Yeah,
I don't know how they're gonna keep it there, cause it's steep there.
Oh, is that what that
Yeah, I don't know.
And our guys have to have access to that, cause that's where we take our
There was like
brush and stuff.
2 or 3 different tiers though, up there where that dump is.
mhm.
Well,
Said ours
if there's
is up
something
towards
you
the
can
top.
consider doing, I
One
don't
down
know.
below, I think that belongs to the canal commission,
Yeah,
the
how,
lower lot.
I don't know how far up that, Bob would probably know that, how far up their line would be.
I don't know, he's the one that said, you're the president, go and ask, so that's
Yeah.
what I'm doing.
Okay.
So, if something could be worked out, if you can consider it or think about it,
Okay,
I mean,
I'll give Denny a call
all right.
about that.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you, Gail, and like I said too, that, you know, anything, any updates on that, let us know, okay?
because he's been helping out the guys down there a lot. And it's just wrong for one person to make it look like he's such a bad person. Okay,
Where did he go? Gail?
I don't know. As far as I know, he's still living in his truck wherever he parks it.
Linda,
Yeah, I just wanna let you know Santa Claus is coming on the 13th.
13?
Yeah, gonna put that in the paper on
What time?
1 to 3,
We're at
right here in Borough.
Rural Hall.
Yep. I mean, we put in for Weisport kids and grandkids, but if we get people from out of town, we don't, they come from old town, we don't chase them away.
Good, I'm gonna bring my other drinks.
Hmm?
I'm gonna bring mine.
Yeah. Of course.
Is it all Linda?
That's all I got.
Carlos, do you have anything? Pat?
He's sleeping back there, I
Pat, do you have anything? Not, okay. Moving in.
think. We can't tell if your eyes are open or closed.
Then we'll need an approval of the minutes from November 17th, 2014 meeting.
I'm just curious about the secretary, didn't we do a first and second on that to approve that? We've just been under correspondence. Secretary, we've been working Mondays. We must have.
No, I didn't have anything for that.
I just wanted to go in first and I second.
It's up to you, he said. And then what, a month later, I get sick and then I am.
Is Andrea not coming tonight?
She texted me because my phone don't work, so. Fell in the suitcase.
Maybe Mike coming either.
Usually she texts me, she texts you, so.
Because the girl got a proposal. Frank,
I know. Mike's not coming tonight, did you hear from him?
I'd like to hear yet.
Alright, Alright, so I just think we need the first and second then, because it has to be motioned. Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, Julie?
Yep.
Okay.
Can you look at the bills and find what this is?
This, okay, go ahead.
I thought you were done with your, you're doing that.
No,
Well, we don't have one.
Yeah,
Bring
she
one.
okay. Now we're down to the approval of a list of bills submitted for payment.
And what is this law enforcement systems? Can you tell
That
me?
was those, things we ordered, the.
Tickets?
Oh,
Tickets and stuff.
tickets.
Can you make a motion to approve the minutes? Minutes, the bills?
The bills submitted for payment. Need a second on that?
I'll second it.
Those in favor? Any opposed? Okay, reports from the committee report, streets and flood levy. Harley?
The only thing I got is on the garbage mess up there in Railroad Alley or
Yeah.
whatever you wanna call it, 215. I just happened to drive by there last week when the garbage truck went there.
Yeah.
They didn't even attempt to try and take any of that garbage. They just drove right on by it.
The
Just-
garbage then?
Just on this
Yeah.
past this past Tuesday, so they didn't,
I mean, they took the garbage, the two garages before, they took his garbage.
yeah,
And at 215 and 217, they didn't even touch it. They just went like this and looked at each other and just drove right on by and never even stopped to try and take any of it. And there was no reason for not taking some of it because they had some with bundles and bundles and had pile and piles. And it wasn't a whole big mess like it was the week before. So
she was
I
upset
think we
about,
should go over our proposal and stuff to see what they can take or what they're supposed to take and what they're not supposed to take. Because they were even taking tires before. If you go down the alley down there, you'll see tires laying out just about everybody's garage. They didn't take no tires or nothing this time. So
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal is with this.
that, I know when
this
she
outfit.
first called me about that, well, that was after Teresa let me know about that. And, I talked to her about that, she said she doesn't understand why they didn't take some of the stuff. I said, well, the garbage man, when I came there after work, the first thing you see was two televisions looking at me,
Mhm.
and about 2 foot from the center of the street.
Oh,
And it was about 25 foot long, this whole pile, going down the street, down to where Teddy Highland's place is. His truck was sitting there, maybe a couple feet up from that, that's how big this was. And I said, if somebody, and she said, well, she didn't understand why he didn't stop and just start going through to take some of the stuff. I said, well, he probably figures, then when he went down the other end, if he did go down the other end, then the computer's sitting there. And I said, they're not gonna take that stuff. There was no way they're gonna take that because of the mercury that's involved and things like that. And,
I
I
can see their
said-
point the first time not taking it because people went rummaging through it, and that's why it was all over the alley, because they were going through and trying to pick out good stuff.
yeah, well, the first time I'd
Stuff
seen
like
the
that.
pile, there really wasn't a lot pulled out, because the fishing poles, there were two poles there, they were laying in the thing. The next day when I came home from work, they were pulled out, so somebody went into it overnight.
yeah, sounds
But
like
I-
walk through the garbage.
Yeah, but I told her, I said, too, that would've tied up the garbage man, so figure a good 2 hours for them to pick through that. Cause if they see the TVs and the computer, there's gotta be some other funky stuff, there's gotta be some other funky stuff. They don't know. Instead of just throwing everything willy-nilly into the truck, you know, that doesn't make sense. That's the way I felt about it.
Well, none of it was packaged. I mean, it was just
Yeah,
thrown.
the first time it was just thrown there, but
Yeah.
they took all the TVs and monitors and stuff like that, and they moved them out of the alley and stuff, and
After
cleaned a
Gene
lot of it up.
I went down, I cleaned and drive through the alley.
Yeah.
It was pulled out,
But I
people had been
mean,
going through.
after that, you
The
know,
alley
I
was
talked to them and stuff, and they tried cleaning it up the best they could and stuff, you know, and like I said, they were bundling some of the stuff and the other stuff they were putting in the garage, so, you know, there wouldn't be one big pile at a time. There's no reason the garbage man couldn't have took at least part of it. Like I said, we're gonna have to go through the contract and see what they're supposed to take and what they ain't supposed to take. The other guy at 217, he paid $50 to Stroll Sanitation to come in and take his garbage away, cause the garbage man wouldn't take it.
I
He
think
only
by
had a small
contract,
pile.
they're only required to take like 2 bags.
Yeah, that's what I told her too, I said, you're limited to what you can do.
I mean, they're
That would've
generous, they
taken-
do take more than
What,
required.
2-3 months probably to get rid of that pile. If they would've done that by what, you know, she said, well, we had containers there and somebody keeps taking the containers, so we got involved with that situation. And they said, well, you should put it, you know, get big lawn and leaf bags and fill 2 of those up. And then have, if you can have another enclosed container to use that. A lot of people do that, and there's been no problem with them picking garbage up like that I know. But I said too, in dealing with that whole situation, how big that was, you're gonna tie that truck up for a good 2 hours, an hour and a half or 2 hours. So there blows their whole schedule for the morning,
Yeah.
or whatever, for the day.
Well, I mean, they're not, had they taken the whole pile, it would have filled the truck.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, they
Pretty darn
couldn't do
near.
that.
Yeah.
Pretty darn near,
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
they
'cause
could've
they're only
at
supposed to
least
take-
took some of it, I mean.
Per residence is only 2 30-gallon cans.
Cans, yeah.
That's what it says. So,
But people have put out, you know, like a bag, sometimes a bag or 2, and that was it, you know, so that's really, and they've been good about that, I feel anyway, you know.
We got another situation now up there at 312, 314 Bridge Street.
Yeah, I see that.
I don't know
Wait,
if
let's
that,
see.
I don't know if that stuff's out for the garbage or if that's
It's
stuff
up.
they're moving in the house,
It
cause they
is.
didn't get a
No,
moving
it's-
permit when they moved in.
It's sitting on the
Tell you
curb for garbage, all that, the sofas and all that.
So that's gonna be another situation up
So
there.
we'll see tomorrow if it's gone or not.
Besides the one
Are
of
they
the
there?
ex-mayor lift.
Are they there?
they probably got booted out.
I don't know, there were two,
Somebody was, there
Two
was a
moving vans
moving
there
van
the
there
other
the
day.
other day.
Well, who's the landlord, then we go after the landlord.
well, it's,
Oh, you mean Arnold
name?
and Huffins?
No,
Works
Bridge
over
Street
at,
aside of Gina.
Ford dealership.
We're,
His mom's the one that owns the places.
Going way.
That was his name.
Right, Willie Wright's.
Yeah,
Is that who owns that?
yeah, his
Yeah,
mom's
that's
the
what
one
we
that,
have to start going.
his
with.
mom's one of the only places I was told.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was supposedly her moving back in, so I don't know,
They
but I
don't even
mean,
know
like
what
I
goes
said,
on half the
nobody
time.
applied for a
Find
permit,
these
now they got all that
residents,
stuff laying out on the
called
sidewalks again,
residents.
someplace else.
I shouldn't
Send
have
a
known
letter
that
to
to
the
be a
landlord.
fault,
And they don't even know what their tenants are
That'd
up
be the
to.
best thing, yep.
Get on it
We
right
did
away.
them
What is that?
312, 314, or is it 312 or 314?
Well,
I don't know.
there was 310,
Gotta do
so
the roll-ons first.
I have no clue
Right
whose shit
alongside
stuff
would
it
be
is. It could be
312,
any one of those
I'm
houses
not gonna
there.
map.
I
I
made
don't know which
chocolate
one they
chip
moved
first,
in,
and we did
the end one or the
a
middle
double
one.
batch of
Yeah,
peanut butter.
Well, it'd probably
Then
be
she put
312.
mixed
I just noticed it
chocolate
today, it's sitting out there.
and peppermint and
Somewhere in that
Right there.
general area in that
Which
row of
one?
homes.
And
We
I
need
just
a
like, I
definite
did the
address.
railroad cups bound.
Yeah, I don't know, that's just that you don't know.
Oh,
I liked her, she put
Which-
it
on
the
So that's all apartments now,
Okay.
those houses,
Bridge.
everything on Bridge Street is all apartments now.
We gotta-
So you don't really know exactly which building it came from.
Older, you think.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all tight, they're side by side by side. You don't know which house that
We
came out
just send one
of.
to both, 312 and 314, just say, you know, recent tenants have moved out, not sure whose tenants,
So as I said to Jenny,
alright, it needs to be taken care of.
And then,
then I have 12.
we have that set up like that landlord,
5:30,
Have to
6
pay
o'clock, I said, do that. Get them to
should we send the cops?
I always send a letter and I
Oh,
send
you
a copy
do?
of the ordinance.
Oh, you do, you do,
I
okay,
highlight.
okay, that's good,
Yeah,
thank you, thank you.
They rip a bag open and stuff, they don't clean it up, and just let it lay there in the alley.
There's a lot of garbage picking, that's what the problem is.
Yeah, but a lot of it stuff where they pick the bags up and the bag's lying there, instead of putting it in another bag or throwing it in the truck, they just let it lay there. three times now, it's back at my place and stuff, and the garbage is all over the alley stuff because they tore the bags when they were throwing
But
them
they
in.
don't empty the can all those, so
Screen
garbage.
bulb hanging apart, it's been on top of the garbage, the bags, I'm gonna take it, so it's going.
In my opinion, it's a piss poor outfit, worse than what we had before.
I like the other one better myself.
I know, it's just a shame that there was that much of a price difference between them, you know. If it would've been closer, well, we could've, I guess, taken a hit on that. But,
If we're not happy with them, we can always renew. They can't really talk to us. They're too tough.
well, like Mike said, just keep a record of everything.
The thing is though, if they're only gonna take 2 bags of garbage, you're gonna start seeing a lot of garbage laying all over the
They
place.
did put too much.
How long of a contract do they still have?
I know they did go back.
3 years, this is the first
They
year.
made 'em.
This is the first of the 3 years.
Yeah.
And,
Wow.
but I said,
Did that ran from, what, January to December to January?
what's like-
we had to get it out.
October, was it?
Get it out.
I didn't think it was that close. Or I mean, that,
No, it was right around the same time as all this other chaos.
They all gave them money.
Start
at the end of this
second-
year. I thought it was close, because it was, I think it was cold here when we, the two guys were here.
Yeah, it was last year we
Two
approved
more
it.
years it is.
Approved it. I mean, they have
Mhm.
it's a full year,
Yeah.
January would be starting their second year.
Are you saying the garbage men pick up a bag and rips and they just don't even put it in the truck then?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, is that what the garbage men do that?
We had submitted it already, we put the notice out.
Yeah, you got it.
January started.
Well, yeah.
So this is the end of the
Well,
first year then.
what's going on?
Oh, so,
Yeah,
you didn't keep it, you still live.
December. Harley, was that it for street flood?
Yeah, so we got-
Okay.
Yes, Roger Huffman.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I think you
No, 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 no.
Okay.
Was your third?
Was,
What we
was there
gotta do
anything
about-
else, well, you said Santa's gonna be here, was there anything else coming up till the end of the year?
Oh, to the end, oh, no,
No,
no, just
no.
Santa. We're
Was
good.
it, okay, okay.
What are you gonna do about that up there though, Gene?
What?
Tell them they're gonna have to get their own hauler to haul that stuff away? Like I said, the one next door paid the
Oh, yeah.
rural sanitation over the item to haul
I'll
it away.
talk to you.
Oh, so there's still a lot of garbage at 215, you're saying?
Yeah, they didn't take anything.
Is it all gone, Jim? I thought you said it was all gone now.
On the back alley, yeah, I
15.
checked tonight when I came home from work, everything was gone.
You said everything's gone.
No, no.
Yeah, it was all cleaned
But
up.
now you're up, now the mess on Bridge Street.
Yeah.
Well, somebody else must have come.
Is that in behind Bridge
They
Street?
only have.
Either
In
that.
the alley
or like the
behind
one day-
Bridge.
17 paid Stroll though, the haul is last week.
The one day I saw that
Maybe
Huffman's,
the other people did the same thing.
the husband, I guess, he was taking stuff out of the
Coming
garage,
down my
putting
place
stuff in the
every day,
garage,
you know,
back and forth, he was going real slow doing stuff like that when I
No,
pulled
no,
in.
no, right now he's-
And I just watched him a bit.
Gene, you know his stuff there is back in the garage.
That's the thing, and that's what I can't understand with, the owner of the place, that they said they were pushed out because they were evicted,
This time.
Well, the bank come.
or the bank, whatever, you know what I mean?
Does he want it?
And,
Arlie, maybe that's where it is, maybe it's in the garage.
I'm not gonna go snooping around with that.
Could be, I'm not going to.
Well, when a bank takes it over, don't they send out an adjuster, like somebody, maybe they paid to come in, the bank?
I just can't,
Well, now tomorrow's
Not that
garbage
soon.
day again,
Yeah.
so if it is in the garage, you think they'd be back there now or something, put some of it back out there to
Yeah.
see if,
Have to check it tomorrow night.
you check tomorrow, see if it's there and.
but nothing was out for all that long pile, you know, down to, yeah. His pickup truck.
That's a shame, and then you have reports of people coming in here just to dump their garbage off and stuff.
Now, up
How do
there,
you keep up with that?
up there too, is there, you see any TVs or anything like that in that pile? Anybody anybody.
I drove by it, so I don't know I mean, I noticed the big sofa
The sofa and the chair.
and a chair and other things, but I don't know what, I was driving by, so I don't know.
Ceiling tile,
New stuff.
You walked up, Pat, did you take a look?
walk past it every day.
Oh, yeah. Well, how long has it been there? Today's the first I noticed it.
For a while.
You say a while.
It's been there a while, but it's been on his porch.
Oh,
Where is her TV?
and now it's down on the sidewalk.
Carly, where's the TV?
It was on the sidewalk
They
and
didn't
I
say
went to work
when
this
it
morning.
was.
Yeah.
Yesterday it was still on his porch, so apparently they put it out either last night or this morning.
Rarick's place, the one they bought
Gene Peters.
Gene Peters on,
He has TV, so.
All we can do is wait till tomorrow, see
the
if
one that
anything
used to live
picked up.
beside of us. The head of sick guy,
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah.
junk man, he
Yeah.
has a TV out back, laying on top of the garbage bags.
He's not still there.
They won't
Unless
take it,
like
they
you
live
guys
there
are.
on
No, we
Thank
bought
you.
Gene Peters,
Oh, okay, yeah.
the little white, Gene
Yeah.
Peters, that's where they're at.
Oh my God.
The guy that used to be my neighbor.
So what, they put a TV out there.
See if
It's
it's
a
on.
part in, what is that,
Two.
the tube type, it's only, I think it's only an 8-inch tube freaking TV, but it's out there on top of bags.
Ours, man, ain't gonna take any TV
No.
any longer.
So he's gonna drive past it, just like he did back on that
And
back
now,
street over there.
Thing is, my uncle, he's telling him, stop putting it on the pole, cause it's not his property.
Who puts it up in the apartment?
It's up against my uncle's garage property line. Hope you own his one.
Make it look good in the apartment.
Well, if it's out tomorrow, if stuff's left out tomorrow, it's what we just went through with, over off White Street there. Just, I'll let you know, are you gonna call should we let you know to call the chief?
Okay.
Okay? Okay. He's called the chief and, because of the garbage out,
Okay.
you know what I mean? If that's still left there, so that's gonna be out another, and they told her, said you couldn't put it out 24 hours ahead, and then she, that was out the window,
Mhm.
but that's the thing too.
What do you do with TVs and stuff like
They
that?
have electronic
Recycling
recycling
events, and
once or
that's,
twice a year, you have to.
putting
look
it in a
at-
newsletter would help every year.
If
But you
get
gotta
a full
pay
pay
them.
for it.
And if anybody has
Yeah,
a
you
problem,
gotta
Sometimes there's
If you
free
garbage,
ones.
you pay.
Yeah,
And,
the landfills, you don't want, it's not good for the landfills.
but you're starting to see more and more like TVs and monitors sitting around even town here because people don't wanna pay the $10 or $15 to dispose of them.
That's not our
Wonder ever be
problem,
enough.
unfortunately, that's the law,
That's every town.
yeah.
Yeah.
The law of Pennsylvania, you're not allowed to put that stuff in the landfill.
Ah,
And garbage men
Don-
cannot pick it up.
yeah, down in Slady, or excuse me, Wallingport, remember the Paris neckwear? In that building, they recycle stuff like that. And I think they was either pay 30 or 40 bucks a television, you can take it down
It's
there.
only like $5 now.
Yeah, they'd even,
For 15.
See, that's a problem around these little towns now, people don't want to pay the extra, I think because they're paying their garbage bill, they don't wanna pay the extra 10 or 15 bucks to get rid of a TV, so they're just throwing it out and there it is.
Yeah, well.
And you're
Well,
starting to see
everybody's
more and more of
Put it
it.
in the garbage.
Probably only when that recycling thing was in effect with like Dwayne, yeah, the free ones.
Okay, let's move on.
what it is, I'm gonna check tomorrow to see about that, and if that isn't picked up by the time I come home, or after I come home, then I'll let you know, John, about that, then you can call the chief to cite them.
You gotta pay to take it down.
He don't care, they don't wanna take it, cause they don't want, he wanna take it.
Okay, police and safety?
Mr. Mayor?
They have one in
What?
Slating.
Police and safety?
Paul, that's not here, so.
Yeah.
Going towards.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Where the Paris neck?
Yeah, but there used to be
Comments?
one right there where that gas disposal was on 248, two of the recycling one.
Oh.
It's still there.
He is on the meters. You know, he has 4 loads. One place
Down
down.
minutes. Okay, nothing there. You okay? Everything? Did Andrea say anything? No? Okay. Property? Where's the peak? What's he say anything about?
Huh?
Did he say anything about everything? He said last week that everything was working okay.
Yeah, everything's good as far as I know.
Okay.
Ireland, property, everything's good, yeah.
Did you guys do any when it snowed like that? Do any plowing anywhere? No. Okay, moving on to other reports. Mayor's report?
Could we, send a letter to, I'm gonna say 216 Franklin Street, with the ordinance in it with shoveling snow off their sidewalks. They live in Virginia Beach and currently haven't moved back yet. And, I'm not shoveling the sidewalk.
Neighbor?
The tenant was told to move out because they were moving back, but so now it's gonna end up sitting there all winter probably, and nothing's gonna get done.
You're gonna have to pay
So-
someone to do it for them,
And, other thing, I'm gonna stick with, Lynette here. I think we need to keep a cop on. I don't care what you say about the budget. We have to have some presence. I mean, we have these here now. If we're getting rid of the cop, what are we gonna throw these right in the garbage?
What are they?
These are the new things we,
got
Trying
it.
to-
they're
No,
not, they're not,
he got new ones, those are just ones because we were saying about, you know, like, instead of having, cause he can't go out all the time and stuff, you see things because you're the mayor, like, if you see things that
I
are.
The mayor
understand
can,
that.
the mayor
An
can enforce
inspection and
ordinances,
a
that's
car
what this is for.
registration
Well,
and
let me
violations,
tell
you
you.
can stick it on the door.
I can put those on everything I want. How will we follow up?
Well, yeah, because on our ordinance says we have to give, how many
So many
notices?
days.
A notice, yeah, so like, if we don't have any, if we have one and then we say they didn't follow up, then he can do his part.
What was Mike just saying, about 3 days you have to give them?
I think it was
Something like
5.
that. 5? Is that
It
like
depends
for-
on the ordinance, depends on which one.
Because I have to look up the one for the cars out of date, because there's several of those, we have to stick those on in the next couple of days. But then how do we follow up?
But we're not getting anything done anyway with the police that we have on, because they're not, they don't have enough hours.
Well, he's been running more hours though now, right?
I understand that.
At least if
Okay.
you stick those on in the
It
5
doesn't
days, he can go
justify
out and
paying
he
all
can
the
see
money
if
out,
things
we're
are
not
done,
getting anything
you know what I mean?
accomplished anyway.
Well, I say if
That's
they're
a
on there
stop.
5 days, we have them towed.
$20.
They'll take them off, they'll just come on, take them right off.
Well,
They
All
let
summer
down-
long,
they let
somebody
down
was
and
parking,
they
no
get-
parking, and
I
nothing
know,
was
but-
done all summer long. I mean, there's things that aren't getting done, we're paying $19,000 out of our budget going to having a police force that's not doing anything. That's what we're looking at.
That's what we're looking at, if it was,
So you gotta get something done.
if he had worked all those hours during the summer. We're not looking at that. You're taking the entire budget, not what was actually spent.
We're still paying a lot of money for the insurance. Insurance, we've discussed this at the budget meetings. If you attended, we could have discussed it further.
Well,
We're not totally, we do not wanna get rid of it. We're looking at different avenues. Okay? We're looking to see what we can do, but we have to be able to fix our buildings too. We don't have the money.
then we don't have money for any other equipment until the buildings are fixed, let me put it that way.
We're not on council, so we'll
No,
see what
I think
happens.
we'll change it next time.
And solicitor's not here? Maybe we're gonna get in trouble for this. We're gonna do the whole thing. No.
John, did you have anything else?
I will bite my tongue for now.
Okay. executive session?
See, when I hear him screaming, so it's very frightening.
Did Mike can contact you for anything? No. Okay. And, Teresa's? Oh, there it is. This is from Teresa, tax collector. Borough Whitesport, November, 2014. Garbage, total collected as of October 31st, 2014, $32,579.75. Deposits, $556.80 and $50, $606.80. Total collected as of November 30th, 2014, $33,186.55. Taxes, that was for garbage. Taxes collected as of October 31st, 2014, $50,928.59. Taxes collected as of November 30th, 2014, zero. Total taxes collected for 2014, $50,928.59. And then there's a salary. Okay? Okay, thank you. Anything from Dwayne? Hear anything about Dwayne? From Dave? None? Okay. And new business, workers' compensation renewal?
Don't know if you want me to get quotes from different workers' compensation.
What's that mean, the agent just for that company?
The one that was our agent.
So why can't another agent just take it over?
That's what I didn't know, I don't know, because it doesn't expire till February, if you want me to get other quotes, or you want me to call and ask them. I don't know how it works with that, like agent ones.
Well, you can call them and ask them, and then the quotes, I guess.
I mean, why wouldn't they just transfer it to another one, why would they just say,
I don't know, that's what I don't
Non-renewal.
understand. I guess that's what you have to find out.
He says, please contact your agent, so that'll be the one that was no longer affiliated with the company.
We just call the company itself. I mean, it makes no sense.
I mean, I don't know if it works like, he's a he's his own,
Oh, not her.
you know what I mean, like
He's a standalone, maybe, I don't know.
kinda like insurance company, like you have your main person and they get quotes from different companies. And maybe is that what it is, I don't know, I never worked with this
I don't know, let's just
H.A.
call and
Johnson
find out.
before.
Yeah, we need to find out.
She just did her audit, so it's weird. He just did her audit and everything.
Oh, did he?
Got that over with. I made that, because if we're gonna have people come in,
Oh, okay.
I wonder, I just gave you a copy.
Okay, so everybody see that?
Mhm.
And she said she made them.
The complaint form?
Yeah. How was that today?
Happened.
Good.
I got a lot done though.
Did it? Okay.
I think maybe it needs to be put in the paper again, you know,
Yeah,
people-
I'm
so
gonna
people are
make
aware
it
of it.
signed for out front and stuff, get laminate tomorrow and sign.
That would be every Monday. Jillian would be
Excuse me,
from
what?
what, 9 to 5? 9 to 5 every Monday. The borough secretary will be here to
Take complaints, moving
complaints or
permits.
moving permits.
Are you closed for lunch?
Yeah, 12 to 12:30,
Hmm.
which actually I just ended up going to the bank and making deposits.
Okay. expensive. Thank you. And, then you're gonna take care of workers' compensation? Okay. Unfinished business, the Call Bridge project updates. I have not seen Bob, so I don't know where he is. I imagine he's probably on another site now. By the time we get home, those guys are just wrapping it up. They were working later tonight.
Yeah,
Hmm?
Yeah, they were underneath on back here.
Yeah.
They weren't there today, cause they were all hunting till the night.
Hmm. They have
They're
a,
much
there were people-
clearer up, like underneath by us.
yeah, are they? Are they
A
clear?
lot of the scaffolding and that's all done.
Is it?
The only spot they're at is over there by Greenie,
Oh, right there at that end.
yeah,
Or at
that
that
one
point.
pier, yeah.
Down,
Oh, on the backside.
yeah.
Okay. By the back of the
All
yard.
the scaffolding in the front's all taken down.
Okay. Okay.
They're working by you, man.
I know. They've been going pretty good. I know they were, sounded like they were running those, threaded rod down inside. That's what I thought it might have been. I don't know.
I know there's
Probably in the night, 'cause most of the guys are all gone for hunting.
But they're taking advantage of the warm weather too, so they're gonna push it as long as they can. I think it's gonna be a
like
little
all
warm tomorrow.
underneath, it's pretty well cleaned up. There's one big pile of stones underneath the bridge by my alley. I don't know what that,
And maybe just so nobody drives on it. I
but
don't
a
know.
lot of, all that scaffolding and that stuff.
Everything's done yet. That will definitely be removed, you know, once they're finished with all the stuff. And, okay. Anybody else have anything on that? Okay, Burley Heights, the zoning?
What was that letter I gave for last? Bishop?
Yes, Sarah.
Yeah.
We couldn't really do that, we wanted to talk to Mike about that, so we have to give him that again. Cause we don't know what that is all about.
It takes over a year and it's super expensive.
Is it? Were you involved with that in the township?
What's
Yeah,
it for?
commencing and
Zoning
ordinance and put it
ordinance?
together. When you want to update your ordinance and saldo, I mean, you pay an outside firm to go through it, and then, like, they had meetings at least once a month, no, twice, because planning commission would get together on their own, and then Tamencing and Lower Tamencing would get together as a group. And it was a nightmare between paying your engineering fees, and then, like, Dwayne,
Mm-hmm.
and then that firm, like, it was, even with grants, you still had money.
What do you guys think? I didn't say what we need, do we?
And you said that was an outside firm that did that?
Yeah.
Had you utilized them for a few years doing this?
Well, they had to get quotes and stuff like that.
What they did? Is it a yearly thing?
No, this is something you would only do, I think our last one for Lower Toe was in the '70s, so that's why they redid it. But it's an extensive
Comprehensive
project.
plan, that costs us a small fortune. This is something like that.
Yeah.
I would say no, that's what I'm not.
You know, their main thing was obviously they had the amusement area, you know, Blue Mountain and the water park went in and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, all
And
the
they're,
activity.
you know, looking at a revitalization, that whole entire area, making it a little town. So, I mean, it was something for them, for what's changing here.
Mm.
More empty houses.
Okay, then move on to Redneck Festival approval.
That's what we're here to do.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Did you have anything else on that?
Make a copy in a minute then, so they got a copy
Okay,
for
for
the,
that.
the-
Yeah,
Redneck.
can I have a first and a
Committee.
second?
Okay, I need a motion. Oh, no, wait, no, the mayor approved
I
that.
don't think- oh, okay,
Yeah,
I
the
just
move,
need
the
you
mayor
to-
did that.
Here's the approval guy.
Yeah. And indeed, the Kirk Summit and Company 2015 audit services.
It's on
Do you wanna use them for your 2000, they already gave us a proposal for the 2015 audit. I gave it to you last meeting.
When do they need that by?
2015.
Yeah. On
What
the
do I mean,
page, you see it?
2014, sorry.
Huh?
14? Yeah, please, I'm understanding. For year ended 2014.
14,
Yeah, where are you at? It's me.
How does everybody feel about that? They just went through this now, so they have a baseline anyway as to what goes on, so next year it shouldn't be,
Well, they're working on 2013 right now, so.
Yeah, I keep forgetting where you were behind.
and they wanted to know if we wanted to retain them,
Yeah.
okay, for next year.
Mhm.
Okay, need a motion on that? To retain,
Well, it says it won't exceed 2,600, but what are we paying now?
I think it was 2,600.
Oh, that's a no-brainer.
okay, need a motion,
Yeah.
yeah, I need a motion for that.
Your signature.
You don't know where it is.
The 2014 audit, to have them do our audit.
Make a motion for Kirkland Sumo Company to do the 2014 audit.
Need a second?
A second.
Okay, all those in favor? Those opposed? Okay, the ayes have it. Okay. And correspondence, really,
We're the unfinished business, right? We can't do a whole lot, 'cause Mike ain't here again tonight.
Oh,
We wanted to go over the permit fees and, you know, and fines and stuff like that, but I guess we gotta wait till he's around.
Do you wanna email them while sending a letter to the Franklin?
Yeah.
Have Lynn email them?
Get it done as soon as we can, you know, I mean, the longer we wait, the sooner we're gonna.
Can you send, Mike an email then, since he's not here today, about sending a letter, what do we want?
Gotta make a proposal of what. Franklin, you know, to the police service.
That's what they want from us, I thought they just wanted
Yeah.
a
Have a written proposal.
Oh, well, he can't really do that, I guess. Do it up to us. Alright, forget that, I guess. Can you send him an email, just so he's gonna attend our next meeting? Cause we have some things we need to discuss with him. Jean's looking at something, but, I didn't know if you guys saw the, Jillian gave us a copy of, she does a, what do you wanna call it, a newsletter,
Mhm.
and she thought maybe that would be a good idea to do here.
Like, you can look it over and see what you
Like
want
different
to
things, telling us how
add.
to get a hold of certain people, the people in town, when the garbage goes, what you're allowed to put out,
Who to call if your garbage don't go.
yeah.
Obviously, we could put like for the sewer issue.
I think it'd be a good idea, because a lot of people don't know what they're supposed to do.
What, just put one on everybody's door?
No, like at the new, when she's, like when Teresa sends out the garbage bill for the new year.
Okay.
Just once,
You just do it once a year?
yeah.
And then just keep a copy of it in our bulletin thing out there for new people that come, or have them on hand, and every time you get moving permits to move in.
Yeah, that's what we need to
Yeah.
know.
Okay. I think it's a great idea. I'd like to make make a motion to have Julian make a newsletter to send to the residents once a year.
Second, I think that's a good idea.
You second that?
Yes.
Okay, all those in favor? Those opposed? Okay, the ayes have it. Then you said it's going out through Teresa?
Yeah.
That way, okay. And, anything else under unfinished business? Okay. Correspondence? Yeah. Have you had anything else, or? Nothing under correspondence then?
Take care of the van, take care of the van.
Yeah, that's what I deposited today.
How much did you get for that?
Okay. 621.
Arlen took the van and I got $621 for it. Scrapping it.
It's really
And I
good.
canceled the insurance today. He took it to the insurance company.
Public comments? Lynette? Linda? Roy? Pat? He's smiling more back there. Okay, if nothing else, need a motion to adjourn the meeting? Are you okay with everything? Okay. Need a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I have a quick question.
Oh, yeah.
Did you adopt the budget yet?
Yeah, so it was in the paper. It was in the paper this past week.
It was, okay, okay.
That you just passed it?
The proposed.
It's a proposed budget.
When did you pass the proposed budget? Oh, back at that meeting. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, that was, the third one that we had.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
November 24th, I think it was.
Yeah, I don't know the meeting that week.
It was the paper,
Did
it's
we-
not on the bulletin.
Do we have that written down there for?
Yeah, November 24th.
Before.
What's that? When do we have to have it adopted by?
It was like 2 weeks after it was advertised, right?
Yeah.
So that'd be what, it's December, what's the next meeting, the 15th?
Yeah. She was supposed to be here tonight, or was it over, but she might not.
That would be 14 days, or on the 15th? Then we adopt that on the 15th of December, the next meeting, okay?
Yeah. As long as you do it by the 31st.
Yeah,
after
yeah.
the 31st, yeah.
That's right, yeah. Okay, if nothing else, I'll ask for, motion to adjourn,
Motion adjourned.
need a second?
I'll second it.
Those in favor? Okay, the ayes have it. Those opposed? The ayes have it.
Hey, what's up?
What is your name again? Terrible at names.
It's Jillian.
Did you send me this recently?
J-I-L-L-Y-A-N.
Would you?
Sterling.
I saw something, but I didn't understand what it was. I thought it was to Jillian, not to me.
It's a good idea with that newsletter. Your budget, you don't do the taxes.
No, no,
Yeah.
no proposed tax notice.
There's a current one, you know what?
Okay. Let me have a phone.
Sorry,
call.
bug you.
No.
Yeah.
When you get your newsletter done, I'll come over and get a picture of you and
Oh,
we
gee,
can
no,
get publicity,
no.
sure.
Still not go live on.
Did you get one?
Yeah. Do it for New York, but I didn't get any today.
Oh, where were you for on your dad's?
Well,
Can I put one on?
we don't know yet what we're doing. We're
The
just waiting
Appalachian
for
Trail
the
above Devil's
next
cultivated it down.
one.
And then hiked west
Yeah,
towards
yeah.
that translator tower, transmitter tower, whatever it is. I hiked towards that, and then started
Yeah.
way back down over. It was kinda cool, because you see that, it was beautiful. I didn't realize
They had to work together.
Oh, yeah?
And then I heard her name, yeah, yeah, that person was like, where do I know that
I
person?
came home,
You work with Paul
I
Manson?
went down
Lower Benson.
Timberline Road, and then just after making left on Timberline Road, where McAuliffe was, it's now at the place. If you go east of there about a mile, the state
Get
went
your
right there.
Andrea.
I hiked,
Send the text, I thought you.
way up on the mountain there and just sat there
Yeah,
till
my
the
phone
sun went down.
yesterday.
Then I lost my mind. I ended up a half a mile. Where I came out on the road, I was a half a mile away from my car.
Hey,
The way they
right,
have
Artie.
the state game when it's marked,
Yeah.
it's like gray paint on a tree.
So it's,
Oh, where's that?
But you really can't follow it because
No.
you come in on this batch, and then like they're crossing this way, there's a road coming down this. It's like, I'm like, well, all I have to do is walk to the road and walk back to my
Out there
car.
at the normal square inn.
I see any controls,
Yeah, I
they
stuck
had
the-
these little GPS units, they're pretty good, pretty sharp. Oh, sorry, Jack, yeah.
It's okay.
Okay, okay.
So you're gonna have two slides next week about that
Well,
whole.
they wanted a count, but I don't think you're
Well,
gonna
we're gonna find
find
out more information, and I'm so glad Gail brought that up.
like the one I got, like it asked me that,
Zoning.
Yeah.
what is your
On the
oldest
house was-
zoning?
No, it's it's Jennifer, it was Bernie Cruz, right?
Did you win a free quiz?
Oh, and I don't
Here.
I took the off,
find out the Bob
that's what
Bacon,
I'm gonna
the balls that we bought,
And
and
what's
we
the
decorated
liability if
the
he
park
comes
that one
up
time.
without,
Those balls,
you know,
where did those big balls
after
and
you
stuff
give
be?
permission?
And like,
I don't know, they
This
put
stuff
it
like
back
that. For the
wherever
canal.
they got it.
I don't,
Andy?
and that's the way I
you
did
don't
it.
need to hire
So
them.
that was, I wanted to see how far down,
Somewhere that's not.
yeah, I wanted to see how far up their land came
That's
off
Bob,
the
see
lot,
if he knows.
like that, because there's a lot there,
I don't know.
and,
This is what we
I
got
know there was a-
Yeah,
Saturday.
I just,
they have a leeway, you know what I mean, in there. I don't know if it's 25.
Every once in a while,
We
we
can
just
get
want something,
$1,000
just
for
a trailer or something, let them live there.
The only complaint I ever had,
we got a lot of letters, Gail.
some,
Huh?
Got a lot of letters, no?
Yeah.
They address the letters too.
Letter Lions Club.
And the way the idiot kids are nowadays, boy, we don't know.
And the laws.
the only thing, like I said, the complaint I ever got was
Very
because they didn't
precedent.
like, because when the people were on
I
that,
know, I just.
on the canal walking, they were with his trucks. You know what I mean? They didn't like that with the safety of kids.
Oh my goodness, okay, now I know what I went to, I'm trying to work on the
It
9
wasn't
for
going
the.
fast.
I know, but just, I don't know, I'm just saying.
They,
Last
that's
quarter,
another
like,
thing
I-
of jealousy. that
Now,
they're
I don't
not
think
on
I
it.
really have to do anything, because if we don't.
Well,
Yeah, but you
no,
can't
not-
have people,
not
you
really,
can't have
that's the one I
drive truck
got.
up and down the thing when people
The
are.
one that complained to me wasn't really.
Well, he's emptying trash, what do you
One
want him to
employee,
carry
I had
on?
conversations with the other one that's
Yeah, but can you do that?
That
Maybe
Lisa with
they
your
did
people,
that
I've been having
early enough
council
when
complain
it was
about.
born.
Because we shouldn't
have to do anything, because I don't think,
Garbage and all
you know,
that.
Oh, for her.
started, if you would have maybe stayed out there during the time that people were on the canal, because I had more than one, that's the only
From,
complaint though I
last
have.
time I lived on North Third Street, near Scotty's, between Cole Street and Oak.
This is the Thursday, this is the Thursday. That guy you had living there last year, he didn't drive up and down, he's not doing that.
Was that a different?
He didn't do the garbage. Did
I thought when
anybody
I
ever
saw that
complain
article in the
about,
paper this past week, I figured, the letter.
Yeah.
what's his name, when he was
Yeah,
trying?
and then there was a regular article that somebody else did.
I said the same, well, this was last year, was that guy there last year?
There's, the guy that lives in
So I'm
the
just gonna do it
red
anyways,
brick
but.
house.
So.
He
Yeah.
takes the
Yeah.
truck and
Well, what would it do?
I saw him a
Like I
couple times,
said.
I didn't complain.
Son of a gun.
Yeah, I'm just saying, that's the only
It's
complaint I
all-
had was because he was a red house. I mean, if he's
Well,
gonna
that's
help
nice,
me,
okay,
man.
so she keep us abreast of everything, so
What
that,
we got today.
Yeah,
she'll keep us.
Some-
Yeah, I had a
some
nice
of
lady.
it.
yeah, it's a tough situation, there has to be.
Did they?
Yeah.
No, we don't have anything. I
Be
know.
prepared
Making a
for,
church of it.
we'll see.
Be prepared, once the ink's dry, you can do anything he wants.
Yep,
They weren't.
and as soon as it starts being what I know it's gonna be,
What you think it's gonna be?
what is he on First Street?
I
Nothing
don't know
but
who it is.
Claypool.
Oh, God, Claypool what?
You know what
All
kind of
them
relatives
junk
he had,
cups,
like,
where he, all the junk he has stored in them,
Buffalo down there.
where the old Yankee and that used to
Once the
be.
ink's dry, he doesn't know how to damn thing to abide by.
Yeah, he has to come in front of us.
Because of the plant.
Fair enough, we couldn't
I think that
He has to pay taxes.
Yes.
Well, it would
He has to pay sewage, he has to pay.
He's not taxing himself like he's
No.
thinking.
No.
going to
If he
Staples
gets it
tomorrow,
out,
I
he still
gotta
has to
get
go
some-
to the highway.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah, no, that's understandable.
I know what's gonna happen then,
There's a lot of
we
people.
hope, you know.
and if he turns it into a dump truck like
Good
this.
enough to be shoveled?
Yeah.
Well, that's
I can get it off at ADP for
I don't know,
February
I don't think we
7th.
got 3 inches, did we?
Just hasn't started.
Did we get 3 inches?
I don't
I don't
think
think
so.
so.
With him, because once he starts.
So it didn't,
moving
did
on,
it fall under the
Every
ordinance?
day, every day, every day, me too.
No, it's greater than 3, I think.
Yeah, no matter what.
That's what's gonna happen.
But then when they
No matter
ship that
what,
stuff
it's
over
coming.
here.
I thought it was.
Well, I can get it right off
Oh,
my
well, you know,
I
it's
didn't
good to
shovel
help.
our
and you
pad
get
off
some
either,
competition. It's always
later.
really good to
I'm
help.
going to
It is
Staples
good.
tomorrow.
Driveway got 25,000 of still contacts.
I don't
And
know.
David,
Cause I'm just thinking you're gonna slide.
When it's really bad, if it looks like to me, I'm staying home, I don't have to worry. Yeah, I
Like
don't
I
care.
said, once
Like a
he
pot of
starts
coffee,
jumping, then I
like
go
a pot of fire.
every day.
That's right, we got a fireplace.
Yeah, they wanna
I don't
kill
have to go
the,
anymore.
the coal industry.
That's the only thing I was thinking about, like, wow,
He wants to
that's,
shut this
it's
down.
really nice for the summertime, but boy, in the wintertime, I couldn't
And I'm concerned because
Not
the way
only
they
that,
put it
you
in,
have
it's
to spill-
you
over
don't wanna
here,
steal one of your
and
cookies.
then over here, like next to the,
Bad
put
times
it
can't
in like a car running shot to get up the driveway to pass, you get in there now, if you try to do that and you miss, you're gonna get that curving, you're gonna go cold. So,
And it's a
I'm not
shame
looking
now.
Yeah, that's what me and Lisa did.
I'm not going up and down there, it's
Chocolate
bad.
And then you have the stuff
Stay
that
in
everybody
there.
correct.
Little Millie.
Little mint.
Yeah.
Park up the table.
Peppermint.
There was
I
stuff.
wasn't back there.
I keep saying candy cane, well, candy cane.
I parked my car over at the neighbor's last year when we had storms and we didn't have the tow truck, the plow truck had to come in. So I was gonna try to get up there when the truck was gonna come in another hour, and I knew I could get right up. So I parked at the neighbor's guy, I didn't know he was parked.
Well, I didn't,
Next thing you know, there came state police up to my front door, which wasn't shoveled. And there were no fancy black trucks.
I just saw.
don't
High
worry.
enough for
Well,
my
you bring them in,
house,
it does work.
telling me
They said
that I
it's
need to
gonna
move my
get
car.
the
And I'm like, you
And
gotta
not
be
to
kidding.
mention the future that people are
You
gonna
can't
be.
call, she called the state police because my car's are,
It's really, really a shame.
You'd be surprised why stuff is out
Well,
there
you
anymore,
said
how
it
they
is.
watch
And they
their
came out.
Facebook, how they watch their.
and I wasn't even
Listen,
there
we're
long.
dummies, we fall
And I
right
think I
into
was
it.
due to come down here in a little while anyway.
Cell phones in there,
So-
think they're private?
Oh, I know,
I thought,
everything.
well, I could
Everything.
do,
Ever since the computer age, this is gonna be so
they didn't
wonderful,
tell her,
this is
they
gonna be
just
so
told me.
wonderful. I figured,
They didn't tell
on the
her.
road, something's gonna happen.
So what I
It's
did
like Big
was, I
Brother.
made up a
Yeah.
snack basket, knocked on the door,
We're
and
gonna sell it.
apologized
No
for
questions
parking in the
asked,
car.
they say.
Because I figured if I have the cart there again, at least
I know with
you
the
know
computer,
card
even
is,
though the
we don't have
monitor
our
is shut
feelings
down.
about it,
Yeah.
maybe
And
she's
you
a
have that
little
little
bit like
thing
an
there.
asshole.
We have that.
Yes, laid on the computer, you can only show.
No, we put chairs together.
They just
whatever she
hack into your
I told
computer.
Grace to come to my
Yeah,
house.
So that's what I did.
I'll send it to you right now.
We work on the code,
You
but
steal
she called me at the end and signed the
passwords and
stuff.
She said I could park
stores.
when you're ready.
One time,
Yeah, I had
Well,
to
the
go
newest
back,
thing.
but
Dad,
in stores.
we put all chairs together and
Just
she
like
had
the
it
credit
right.
card when you come over, they wanna buy it.
No, your
So I have
credit
to-
cards have a little chip in now.
No, she
Like I
wasn't
have a
paying.
fob at work where I, the same way the turnpike
She
thing
said
where
it's
you
not, as
just
soon as she
pull it
gave.
up. Well, these people have these little gizmos, they just walk past your person or like that.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
And
yeah.
that quick, they get your credit card information and password.
They
and
They
all
say
right
all
up
you
the
do is
card.
wrap it in aluminum foil.
That's what they say about these little covers, that was just on QVC, I think it was.
Really?
The council
That
did
they're
want
selling
them,
these little,
so that they
that you
wrap
can't,
it.
can't be picked
metal
up to,
things.
yeah.
But so I read somewhere, you
So
know,
she
wrap
sued
this
them.
aluminum foil over your credit card, you can't do
She
that.
sued them.
But it's sad that we
They
have to
said
do
in the
that.
Yeah,
October,
they just walk
protect
past and
yourself,
just touch it
that
like
she
that and that quick to have the
resigned.
information.
Didn't say why, just said she.
Right through your purse and
Really
your wallet
amazing.
and everything, they can
But
get it.
she resigned because she got settlement.
In this day and age in this country.
From
It's
no
really going to
privacy
shit.
whatsoever.
Yeah,
So tonight,
yeah, it is.
David and I went down to
Technology's
his
supposed
barn
to make things
right
better.
in here,
I know.
and
Crippling.
he wanted to see if they put an
Boy,
update
these old
in
people are
about
really getting ripped off. Boy, these
850,000.
people calling saying they're the IRS and they need 5,000 right away or they're going to jail and.
Yep,
Here she has.
I had seen some stuff about that just recently in just the other day in the paper, I think it was Sunday, Saturday or Sunday paper or something about that, and it showed like a form or something that they're using.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I'll not help her make.
I doing some taxes, and I have this one guy from the country who's very educated and
Before
money
Thanksgiving.
and all that. He got a
He just
call,
got the-
quote
No, I
from
would've
the
done
IRS.
And then we froze
He
it.
called me and said, what
Because
am I
that
gonna
just
do?
Wednesday,
Can
she
I
had.
get my accounts in that, you know? Should I just send him a check? I said, absolutely not.
You know what I mean?
I was
Called him
worried
the
about
phone.
her.
So then on
Social
Thanksgiving,
Security,
no, yeah.
they're not the IRS.
She wasn't having enough until like 4
That's a
o'clock.
shame for
Till
her.
somebody
Yeah,
asked
but
me.
last year he just
Okay,
replaced that
now,
few
yeah,
years
at
down
the time my age,
So I went out early.
younger than me, really,
Yeah.
who was gonna fall from
He's
the
with me, thanks for his printer went wrong.
Yeah.
Did he give
And
you
that's one
anything for
person
that?
can all
But-
manage how many she can
He said he was gonna give
I'm
you
glad
some.
he called me before he did
Said he
it.
would.
Because she had to turn the
I'll
email.
make sure he does something.
Cause when she first
Would
told me,
he,
said, "Are
when
you
he,
okay?"
when he
She said,
sent,
"Yeah."
sending that in or something
And
like
then
that,
we
would he,
ordered
where would that,
breakfast,
would
and
that
after
have
she
been
ate,
in his
Oh, here,
contract
so
or
we'll show you.
just
Oh,
going
okay.
outside the-
And it was the
I
same.
don't know.
She started saying she had
What
so much, and she
they generally
didn't
do
eat it all.
is have a box in the country that
When I
transfers
think
it out,
of
and usually
it,
And then,
Oh, you see it
or
on
they
that.
have people working
Yeah,
on
you
it.
see it on
I
that.
kept saying,
New York
"Are you all
addresses
right? Are
and
you
that.
all right?"
There's
And
places on Broadway in New
we
York,
said to her,
or
"Lay down,"
different
so then we
cities,
pushed chairs
where
down.
they just share one address.
Good start out.
There's a PO box,
No.
15555
She'll just stay
Brooklyn.
in bed all
I
day.
might be 15556 Brooklyn.
And then there's days when she
He
feels
might be
great.
and all this mail comes in.
But as soon as she feels good, she wants to be out running.
And they're putting all it in the
No.
She said,
shell of a building
Why
that
did they put
has
a
just a
front
post
on
office.
97?
It's
You
not
know,
ever
fight
been
it,
what
because
she
when you
had.
said he's
And
gonna
then
go
I'll
to
deliver
court.
it to my
And
box,
all I did was
taxis,
comment,
and
and
checks.
they told me,
$20.
they told me dialysis, when I went for the classes, she said, if they do it
You
in
actually
here,
have
and it
suffered
don't work,
this,
they can do
these
it up here.
companies,
But if you
where
do it
if I
here
rip
and it
you
don't
off,
take, they can do it down, they
they
can't
sell
do
it by
it.
your name to other
said, "Oh,
companies
it's
that
fine."
Yeah,
will
'cause she only ate a
they'll
little
take
bit,
good
and
money
right
for
away
it.
she
They
kinda
say
ate.
it's
You're
smart,
in that
smart,
sucker
but, you know, he goes, everybody's trying to
So
be
later
a doctor.
on down
He
the
was
road,
just so
we'll do it
cute, so I
again.
guess he
You,
knew.
yeah.
So he puts it in, it's like,
And she gets the dry heaves out of nowhere for no reason.
Hey Ron, that story that you had
Yeah,
in about the
yeah,
IRS, they
yeah,
called me,
yeah.
they said that I was a witness in an
Oh, I
IRS.
thought she was still
It
dead.
wasn't me, but it was somebody else, and I said, well, just send me a letter.
It's on this side of the.
I don't
And I
know
hung up
when,
on it,
I
the
don't know
next
when
thing you know,
they're
it comes up and it's like real rough with me, and I said,
I have it powered up.
and then here you go again.
No kidding.
Cool.
Oh my God, that's, oh my God.
That's all I said.
On the trailer, people are bitching about that.
They understood what that meant.
He's pretty generous down here.
Always good seeing you too.
The
Yeah,
trailer.
too.
I have a cold.
You know what you gotta do, the Navy remedy,
What's that?
yeah, I wonder.
You can tell about when you get
How they do it.
Turn the light up there.
and then fill it with beer.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's
And
coming.
And they drink
then
it.
sit in the beer for a half hour, if it doesn't work, drink all the beer.
Oh, really?
And you wake up next Tuesday, you'll figure, "Boy, that was fun, I gotta work again."
Oh, yeah?
It's underneath.
I probably
You're
would.
under the
It
skin.
will be hard.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like,
Once you get, if you ever
Yeah, it's
have to
really
get
good.
out.
Thanks, Ron. Take care.
Once they're done under the bridge.
Hey, we'll see you, Jillian. You too.
yeah, it started
Pardon?
great. But I don't want to go there. Somebody like have to.
Yeah, well,
I'll just get it in the stomach, you know what I mean, and do myself. It's only 3 days a week, so they say you do
Turn
that.
that, push it
You
this
don't,
way.
you don't go,
Turn
then
it,
you
then it's
don't
off.
go, you start blowing.
I figured, you know,
Thank you.